Okay. So yesterday our objective was like this is the one CI/CD to KTS. CI/CD to KTS in the sense along with the somewhere why nice is coming just a second.
Yours only, I don't know, it's going echo.
1 second. Is it okay now? I think yeah. Oh yeah, some. So we did CI/CD to Kubernetes. Very important. I was telling the repeated question. One of the question you will get is how are you doing the CI/CD? We have two answers in the mindset. One is for VM, another is for Kubernetes. Since right now is the most the inclined keyword is the KTS. You give the answer with the mindset of the Kubernetes. So let me repeat again. If I get the same question, along with the source code, we have the deployment manifest file, which is called Helm charts, or we will have a Docker file. In the Docker file, we will have all the instructions, like whatever need to be done for my code. Uh, Along with the source code, in the CI/CD tool, we had created a job. That job, what it does, clone the repo, total repo, and then makes the Docker image build. We are using Kubernetes in the E case. We build that image, we push to ECR. There is a separate service as a container registry to store images. And then when we build image, we build with the build number. That build number will be used for any environment references. Next time in the deployment YAML, we replace that build number. In the deployment YAML, there is a section called image:tag. The tag we will replace with SCD command with the build number. Then we deploy kubectl apply. For Helm chart, little the Helm command will change. We will do the tag right. We put with a set command for Helm charts. For normal YAML file, replacing with SCD and then deploying to the cluster. This is for dev environment. We made complete CI/CD environment. For stage pre-production, production, we had a separate jobs. You can say that. Don't say like end-to-end automation something. For other environment, whatever successive build number built, that same success build number, we will separate jobs. You know, right? What is the concept in the Jenkins? If you remember, parameters. There are a choice parameter, right? String, choice, and something. You can say that in the string parameter, we will enter the build number. That build number will be replaced in the deployment YAML. We in that second repo, let's say stage deployment also, we will clone the repo because we need deployment manifest YAMLs. We will replace that tag. We will apply to the target environment. That's how you can say that answer. So one of the most important interview question you will get it here. Where are your applications running? Then behind, you know the story, the ingress service, the resources, how your ingress controller. This is for just to specify one application. Now, if you have dependencies, like for example, the config map, all those will go from the source code only. Any queries you want to ask on it, CI/CD. Any thoughts you want to discuss? This is the same process. You go to any tool. It could be Jenkins, GitHub Actions, or any tool. This is the common practice. In the code, Docker file manifest will be there something. We will edit Docker image build, update the YAML tag, apply it. You want to ask anything, you want to discuss on it. Guys, oh, okay, cool. So now let me go with this. Keep this mindset. Okay, this is not only for Jenkins. I'm telling. This is the people are moving little from Jenkins to other tools. Little. I'm telling with that mindset the answer. Yesterday I was telling, right? This is the architecture of the Jenkins. Like Kubernetes, you have architecture, right? Like in the Jenkins also we have architecture. This is the Jenkins. You are accessing the GUI and you are running some commands here. The GUI, no, you are not running, you are giving the commands here. Can you guys tell me what are the commands for CI/CD you have given here? For Kubernetes CI/CD, what are the commands you have given? Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
What are the commands you had given for CI/CD to Kubernetes? Anyone?
kubectl, yeah, kubectl apply.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so okay, you're talking about only commands, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
kubectl
just
apply. Yeah, -f the deploy file and service file and ingress file. The
yeah.
three we have given these commands.
Okay. CI
Yeah.
CD. I'm not telling you that whatever you said, right? That is only CD.
Okay, CI/CD. Yeah, we have write a Docker file. We have build the image. Docker, yeah, Docker build, Docker push.
Before, in between,
Before we have written login, authentication login.
what is the command?
AWS.
What is that?
Yeah.
AWS ECR.
Yeah, we expect you at least that keyword AWS easier something get -, login blah blah something. No? No. Yeah, before this also you need one
Yeah.
guy
AWS CKS.
that kube config. You can have it. So like for example, yeah, this internally right? This internally will update to the dot right? Jenkins user dot
Kubeconfig.
kubeconfig. Yeah, it will update here. Now let's say I have one this thing down. You have multiple clusters, okay? Multiple and multiple jobs you will be running. 1, 2, 3, 4, multiple jobs you will be running. One guy will be connecting to one cluster. Second guy will be connecting to second job will be connecting to the different cluster. They will also will have these commands right now. They will also will have right these commands. Let's say
Right.
if the second guy runs this job, in between first guy will be running the job. There will be conflict will come right with the kube config. Who will
Right.
because whenever you run this command, this will take high priority. What you can do, if you want to switch to your cluster only, you put this command kubectl. There is a one command set context that you will get your cluster name or something. You have to give the context name here. When do we do this? If you have multiple clusters and multiple jobs, if they are using like this, I don't want to conflict with our other people kubeconfig file because kubeconfig will update here, right? Everyone, your cluster kubeconfig. I don't want to get conflict with other people. We go with this kind of keyboard, with this one. When you have multiple clusters, from where you will be controlling it. Okay. Now, so along with this, AWS CLI, AWS Docker, along with this, right? You need some more tool. If you remember, IAM authenticator, these tools. So all these tools, where did you install all these tools? For example, where you installed?
Jenkins.
You need to have all these tools in the Jenkins tools. Now, this is the controller. If you remember, I was telling one objective. From where you are getting these YAML files? From where you are getting these YAML files? Like
SCM.
SCM, nice. SCM. You will give in the source code management section. Okay. Keep this thought. If you use the Jenkins, who is managing Jenkins here now?
We are managing.
You are managing. SCM, let's say if you go with the GitHub SaaS version, who will manage the GitHub?
We are only managing.
GitHub.
Okay, GitHub. Yeah. So, GitHub people only will manage.
Let's go here. This URL, who manages? Which company? If you go here.
GitHub.
No? GitHub. If you go this URL, who has to manage?
We are managing.
You are managing, right? No. If you go this guy, both are same. Don't think majority both are same functionality wise. GitHub and GitLab is more, both are same. Both are for SCM purpose only. This
GitLab will.
GitLab. Who will manage SaaS version? SaaS, when I say SaaS, some people will manage right now. Who will manage this?
Yeah.
GitLab.
GitLab.
Now, what these two people did, GitHub, GitLab, what they did, whatever the functionality you are doing it in the Jenkins. It was this. Whatever the functionality you are doing in the Jenkins here, right? They added the same functionality here itself. Here itself. In the SCM itself, you can do this CI/CD thing.
And even we don't need a automation also, right?
You no need these servers.
Yeah.
You don't need this service. They brought this functionality. GitHub, that is called, let me put it here, the keyword. That is called, if you go with GitHub, right? GitHub, Actions, GitLab, CI/CD. Now, if you go with these two concepts, GitHub and if you go with these two concepts, what you don't need?
Separate automation server.
We don't need, right? Exactly. We don't need Jenkins separately. Some companies, what they'll be using, some companies, they'll be doing CI in the Jenkins, CD they will be doing in the GitLab or GitHub Actions. It's up to them. If they'll be doing, or they will be doing for some applications CI/CD Jenkins, some applications CI/CD from GitLab, they will be doing it. But keep this thought, if you are using GitHub Actions concept or a GitLab CI/CD concept, you don't need this Jenkins. You can replace it. You completely don't need this guy. You can do same kind of activity here. Now you can ask me some questions on this here. What commands you are running here?
CI/CD commands, like we are using whatever we want to deploy or we want to think. So
Okay,
we are doing
simple.
it. Yes.
Keep this thought process. Okay, you are doing Docker build, something AWS commands. To run a
Right.
command, what do you need normally? To run a commands and all, what do you need? Something kind of shell.
Yeah, like
To
YAML.
shell, what do you
shell.
need? Obviously, something behind some kind of OS. Obviously, right? To run a commands, you need a OS.
Right. Right.
If you give this 1 second, I'll show you very simple. One simple. GitLab. I'm showing one sample repo. Sample example, let's see. They give Kubernetes. Game DevOps. Some examples. Let's see. Oh, video. You see here what they're doing here? Some keywords, you know, right? Here, some keywords. What is this file?
Yeah. Kubeconfig.
Kubeconfig. This is, you know, right? I was creating a pipeline job, right? Something pipeline job. Yesterday, you remember only CD something. That is the name here. That is the name. Now in the Jenkins, if you saw it, you selected that shell, execute shell command something. Execute shell, if you remember. That is here.
Right.
That is a different keyword here. What they're doing here? Here,
Creating a folder.
they're fetching the kubeconfig here.
Right.
They're fetching the kubeconfig and they're setting that kubeconfig context. Here, you can have your kubectl apply commands. Here, they're deploying the Helm commands. Now, let's keep it aside. Why do we need GitHub Actions, GitLab CI/CD compared to the Jenkins? That's where the discussion here. Why do we need this?
Yeah.
Simple
First
funda.
thing we know need to handle.
Simple funda, yes. In agile model, do you go with the programmatic or declarative? What is the to deliver more speed? Can we install can we install RDS? Sorry, can we install MySQL and EC2 or not?
Yeah, we can.
You can install, but management backup difficult, right? That's where what service
Yeah.
we
go with AWS service, which is available managed.
For MySQL, what do you prefer?
RDS.
R3.
Similar way, if you go with the CI/CD Jenkins, right? If I want to more automation, thing with Jenkins, you need some kind of this kind of knowledge. Groovy. This is equal to some kind of Java mindset. You need Java kind of that. You need if you want to do more automation, with too much aggressive automation. I don't want to do like kind of, you can do self-scripting as well, like what we did in this inside. But if you want to do more automation knowledge, you need at least this kind of programming mindset. When you say Groovy, internal it need a Java. As a DevOps guy, I'll get, if I'm good, at least programming basics, I can, some days I can see some references code, I can make it. But when I enter without programming mindset, I know only like YAML files mindset, because that is what we expect you. When you know DevOps, at least you should know declarative, like Terraform, the YAML, JSON, some basic knowledge, how to write keys, that knowledge. Now, these guys, right? These guys, GitHub, Actions, GitLab. See, these guys purely this, they'll go with this approach. What approach? YAML.
YAML.
You can do whatever you do, this automation, right? You can do this. Let me tell you one simple example. When we were using Jenkins, right? If I want to make some kind of CI/CD setup, it was taking some kind of maybe 2 days, 3 days, something. Now here for us is like hours, minutes. Just you can copy paste that YAML, change that syntax. Behind they'll take care. Behind. Now, which one do you prefer for CI/CD? To in the agile model, which is very best. These features were not available, like I can say, like maybe 3 to 4 years back, very well. I can say, yeah. They were 1 second. Yeah, GitLab CI/CD 5 years back. This is the guy first entered. This guy entered first into the very good. This is too advanced in the CI/CD model. Later they took this guy. Now everyone is following the same model, ML approach. Now, which one will be very best adaptive, programmatic or declarative? You know that declarative.
Declarative.
Same commands, whatever I had given yesterday, right? In the can you guys tell me for CI/CD up to the Kubernetes, CI/CD to the Kubernetes, can you tell me the commands? What commands we did?
Yeah, first we have to authenticate
Tell
through
me the commands, yeah.
AWS.
Yep,
Yeah.
tell
Then we have to build a image, Docker image, Docker build.
something, yeah.
Yeah. Then Docker push. Then we have authenticate with the AWS CKS.
Till now, what this? Till now, what this?
CI.
This till now, this is called CI. I'll write one and simple YAML, okay? Deploy dot YAML. Okay, let's CI/CD.YAML. Okay, I'm writing in this YAML. I'm giving a name for this, like this CI. Now you will get one kind of button. Next time onwards, you can play only this button easily. Now, previously, you are writing a shell script, right? Blah blah blah. That commands all. Here I am writing in YAML, saying commands whatever you did. I'm sorry. 1, 2. Just you need to follow YAML syntax little 1, 2. Here I'll put like, because list of commands, right? You are running group list of commands sequentially. I'll keep like this. What is this? This is called job. You can say this is kind of job. And this is one more job, CD. Here also because you are running list of commands, right? I'll follow like this. Now kubectl, sorry, I'm so sorry. What is that? SCD. Kubectl, or what was another command? Help, whatever.
Help.
No. Next time, if someone wanted to these steps, right? I can call this easily from one YAML to another YAML that supports calling one YAML to another YAML. Now, this same can be implemented in the kind of, if you use the Java Jenkins, right? You need to implement this kind of methodology in this language, Groovy language. Which one is preferred now? Writing an YAML, calling here and there, kind of anchors is easy. Like, which one do you prefer?
Yeah, YAML, sir.
One, in agile model, why people are going to GitHub Actions, GitLab CI/CD? There is one more guy. Everyone will follow the same Azure DevOps.
Azure pipeline.
They'll call Azure DevOps.
Azure
Everyone will follow the YAML majority. They'll follow this kind of syntax. In the here they'll append the commands inside this. They'll put the commands here everywhere. So let me tell you what I was concluding is, if you go with the Jenkins, you need little programming mindset. If you go with these tools, you can go with the declarative YAML. In that YAML, you will append all these commands, simple commands. 1 second. I was looking for this simple ML. Let me go. CD git GitLab. I was currently habituated. GitLab CI/CD pipeline. Kubernetes. Sample ML. Let's see. Let's see this internet example. All are same formula, just the keywords will change. Don't think here, right? For example, this is the keyword. This is the keyword. Extends in the sense, here you are calling another some place kube config is there, you are calling. Extends in the sense calling some commands from here to here. This is what, this is some conditions they kept. You want to, you see, right? This is called branch. To which branch you want to run these steps, this is called rules. To which branch they're running, main only. This is called rules. Let's remove this guy. Let's remove this guy. Now you see, right? Here, this I will write in one ML. Like for example, let's say these steps I will run in ML. Same commands. cd.yaml. This is the command. You are running script, ls, all this. Now, if you want to implement this same in the Jenkins, right? You have to do a lot of programming like Java syntax and all you have to follow. You got it, right? Any thoughts you want to ask on it? Declarative versus Jenkins programmatically, you want to ask. Any thoughts?
How we can convince if somebody using already Jenkins, we are good at this, so we have to go and explain, and any security, any other things, or we have to talk here, or like we can convince them this is very agile and it's easy to work on. Like how we can convince the team, or if I'm going somewhere, if they're already using Jenkins, how we can move them
without programming knowledge you can implement here. Much programming knowledge you don't need here in this.
Security wise, there is no issues, right? Compared
no
to
issue. This guy is too advanced in the security. This first one, he entered into that with the declarative mindset. Earlier, Jenkins was ruling the world. This one entered, and everyone is following the same model of this way. This I can say. Yeah.
So if Jenkins mission will goes off again, everything lost. But here nothing will happen like that. Even that we can convince in that way, right?
Yeah. One more. That's I'm coming. The next step you will get to know. Now you know, right? The thought. Now, can I implement this also in the, I don't want to go more programmatic approach in the Jenkins. I want to go, I know some kind of commands I want to implement, not with a groovy mindset. Yes, you can implement. That's what the Jenkins you say called pipelines. Here also in the Jenkins also you can say keyword called pipelines. When I say pipelines, there are the two, declarative, same, and then the one more is the scripted. Yeah, something. Scripted. This is the little programmatic thought. They'll go purely syntax of the groovy. This is normal, like declarative will follow like kind of some kind of JSON. You can say that some kind of thought. Okay, you can go here also. This will be little easy for us. If you want to implement it more programmatic, then this is the guy, scripted one. But you can club together also. I have seen some use cases. You can club. I mean to say here, some commands I can go more groovy also I can implement it on it. We'll see the practically. Now you know here this is little easy to us for us to go. This is you need to kind of programmatic mindset, and this is purely it's your choice. The YAML. This is go to choice for us. This is easy. Okay. Now, why we wanted to go with this is why we wanted to go with this model is the pipeline model or this kind of model. Now, yesterday, where did you given this all these comments yesterday?
Jenkins.
In the Jenkins, right? Let's go here. You go to the Jenkins. And in the UI, you had given this command. In the Jenkins, you created if you remember, you created a job. What was the job, if you remember? Freestyle. Now my Jenkins is to deleted. Someone deleted. My Jenkins someone deleted. What is your job again?
Again, we have to do everything from scratch.
You have to create a, you need to install the Jenkins. You have to create a job. In the job, again, you have to give the commands, right? You have to give the commands.
Right.
Now, if
Right.
you go with this approach, you see, I'm telling one keyword. What is the keyword?
Somebody's handle.
YAML, right? YAML. Yeah. This YAML is code or some kind of I mean to say this YAML is file, right?
Yes,
YAML is a file, right? Where do you keep the files?
the local SCM.
Where do you keep the YAML? SCM, right? YAML. This CI/CD steps are coming from where now? YAML. Previously, where you had given the CI/CD steps? Inside the job.
Jenkins.
Inside the Jenkins job. Now, similar way, this is for YAML. If you go with the Jenkins, right? Equal to the YAML, there is a file called Jenkins file. This is also code. Simple formula, you know, right? If you write any file code, where you need to keep that code?
SCM.
SCM. Previously, inside this file, right? You remember I was telling here pipeline, the Jenkins keyword. The pipeline is called this file, Jenkins file. Other tools will use YAML. Okay. Now, whatever the CI/CD commands you have written in the Jenkins job, I will write all those commands in this file, either scripted or to say the declarative. Here, the commands I will give not to the Jenkins. I will give it to this tool. I'm sorry, in this file, the CI/CD code. What I was telling, in the Jenkins job, don't define any commands. Don't do anything. Yesterday I created a freestyle, right? Don't give the commands there. Give those commands in these files. Keep these files in the SCM. Give these SCM links to whom? Jenkins. In Jenkins, create a job, or I mean to say create a pipeline. There is a section called pipeline. Create a pipeline. Now you need to give the commands, right, to the Jenkins. From where those commands will come? From this file. In future, let it my Jenkins go down. Let it get deleted. I will create one more Jenkins. I will create a pipeline. But those commands are defined in which file now? In this file. From this file, everything will come from this file. So if we go with the old model, what we did, the commands, the steps, whatever you had given, if there is an issue, if someone modifies it, the other one. In the job, if someone modifies it, you can have a plugins. In the Jenkins, you can have a plugin, audit plugin and all. But if someone person goes to here, let me show you what I mean. I'll go here. Go here, go to this job. This kind of situations you will get one day if more people are working, right? Somewhere here, no good process under, you will get this kind of problem. Someone will go, he wanted to test himself, he will modify this command, something. Do you have a track here who modified here? If someone edits this file,
No.
if same commands, let me go here. I'm going to create one file along with my code. I'm going to create one file here. The file is called Jenkins file. The same commands, I'll put some kind of syntax here that we will see. You have to follow little syntax here. Like here somewhere you have to write in top, you have to create a kind of keyword called pipeline. Like this. Here I'll say ending that thing. Same commands, whatever you did, right? Here I'll say that stages. Something. One more open. Here also one more close. This till now what section this is called? Till now what section this is called?
CI.
See, I'll make one name called here. Stage. I'll keep like this. What is this for? build Docker image. I'll make it this. I'll make one more proper bracket. This will get closed here. No, here. Next. One more. I'm writing one file. What is the file I'm writing? Jenkins file. In the Jenkins file, what I'm putting, whatever you had given the commands, instead of giving in the Jenkins simple formula, everything comes from the code. That's what we are doing it now. You wrote a one pipeline inside the stages, inside the stage. Here, little you have to change this syntax again. Let's keep it the normal. The one syntax, one format will make one more. What is this guy? Stage. What is this stage for? Below one?
Deployment.
Exactly. Deployment. And once you deploy, here also one bracket. Here also closing bracket. What was this? Yeah. Yeah, closing bracket. Now, what are we doing here? Here, what are we doing here? Here, what are we doing here? Guys, you know already. What are we doing here?
Listing the pods.
Listing the pods, exactly. Now, for the cells, I'm going to create one keyword called stage. This kind of syntax. Stage. Now, say that validate. That's what, right? We are doing simple. Let's keep it like this, like this, like this. Whatever you are seeing, right? In the whatever you are seeing, right? The what file I have created here? Example file. So other file, what file I have created here?
Jenkins file.
Jenkins file. Whatever you are seeing this syntax right in front of me, you right now. This is called declarative. This could be easy. If you go with the scripted one, right? There are a lot of little groovy syntax will come. Groovy syntax come. You should be little habituated with the groovy syntax. Now, do you go with the groovy syntax is easy or declarative one easy for us?
Declarative.
That's no, I know the programming language. You can go with there are alternatives are there for to get these files. Alternatives are there for kubectl commands in the Groovy. You need to find that syntax. You have to replace it here. Now I'm going with the declarative one. Now, first one I have written the Jenkins file like this. First one is the pipelines. Stages I have. Stage, one more stage, one more stage. 3 stages are there. One is for building, deployment, one more validate. I can go copy paste. Little I need to change here syntax. Now, what I'll do, yesterday, where you have given these commands.
Jenkins.
Now, where I'm giving these commands. In the code itself, along with the code. Let's commit this file. Add it. CI/CD for Jenkins. Yes. Add floating window. Sync changes. Let's push this guy. Now, where are your CI/CD comments? Now.
The SCM.
Yesterday.
Jenkins.
Now everything is coming from which file? All those comments are coming from which file?
Jenkins file.
Now what I'll do, I will not go with the old model creation job. Let's go here, new item. Let me create in the KTest. Let me go to the KTest. New item. Yeah, right. I will select this approach. Not the freestyle. In the freestyle, the commands you will be giving inside the Jenkins job. I'll say pipeline. Let's say that KTest deploy CI/CD something pipeline. Pipeline is the combination of stages. Your commands like CI, CD, validate, they'll get segregated. Select this pipeline one. Select this guy. Okay. It also need SCM URL. You see it? Little changed here. You see here what it is saying. Pipeline script from where? Where is your commands now?
SCM.
I'm sorry, where are the SCM commands? Yeah, in the SCM. You have to
Jenkins file.
git, go back to your repo. Yeah, this repo. Copy this one. In this repo, thumb rule. When you create a, what is the role of Jenkins? You know, right? What is the role of Jenkins? Whatever the commands you are running, you will be giving to Jenkins, right? Yesterday, we created inside the Jenkins jobs, inside somewhere build execution. Now, where are the commands? Yesterday, you had given inside the Jenkins. Now, where I have given those commands?
SCM.
In the SCM
Jenkins
File.
file.
Jenkins file. Now, what I will inform to this pipeline. I will not write the commands here. If you want, you can write here inside here somewhere we'll have an option. Here. No, where is this? I can write the pipeline script here only. But if you write here, if someone modifies it, if someone deletes something, you don't have a track. But who will track that? Who will do the editing? Good editing, anything. SCM is the good tool, right? Yeah, Git is the good tool. What I'm telling it, bring the commands, whatever the instructions from the SCM. In the SCM, there is a, depends upon the branch.
Branch. Feature.
Let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. Now, which file do you want to scan? Jenkins file. You can automatically what it does, this job, it will go to the SCM. It will scan this file is there or not. Now, did I give anywhere else here the Docker build commands? Anywhere else? Did we give anywhere?
No.
In the Jenkins. From where everything is coming?
SCM.
SCM. Jenkins file. So for CI/CD, where let me go here to the code. For CI/CD, everything I'm doing in this file only, in this file. Now, if you go to the sum tools, right? Let's go to the sum tools. GitHub, CI/CD, Jenkins file, example. Let's see some internet example. To KTS. GitHub KTS. Just observe some repos. Now you know some files. Why we use this file? To build a image. Why we are using these files? Whatever the commands you are giving the Jenkins, instead of Jenkins, you are giving inside this file. Let's open this file. Here they will follow the syntax based upon their the declarative or like kind of scripted. Def. You see, right? Something here they're creating blah blah some files here, something. Now stages, something stage, this kind of little syntax. If you go with the other tools, right? GitHub, GitLab and all, they'll not follow this kind of very strict and all. Jenkins is a bit strict. Now you see, right? Pipeline. You know the command here, what they're doing here. Yes.
Image build.
Docker image. Previously, these commands you had given in where? Previously in our sessions, where we had given this in the Jenkins. Now,
Yes.
what I was telling is, if you want to do good automation, more automation, this is the good approach. Everything has to come from the code itself. Don't define anything in the Jenkins. Your steps will be in the Jenkins file. The CI/CD steps also. You will give that file as a reference to your tool here, to this Jenkins tool here. Can I make another naming convention? Yes, you can make it. It can be any, no need to be this file, any file, but that should match it here. This file should match it here. Can I have other naming? You can have it. Let's apply. Say some syntax errors will be there. Let's see. Build now. What will happen now? Because you had given pipeline script from where? SCM. The job, what it does, it will clone the code, total code. Please observe, very important. In the Jenkins, what type of job I have created today?
Pipeline.
You remember, right? I went here. Let's go here. New item. Which file I created here? Sorry, I'm sorry. Which one I selected?
Pipeline.
Pipeline. Pipeline, I had given SEM. When you do Terraform, what commands it will look for? Terraform look for what files?
.tf.
TFS.
Awesome.
Docker file.
Same way, pipeline, when you give SEM, right, it will look for this kind of file format. What is the file format? Jenkins file. It will look for automatically, it will scan. Your job, right, when you build, right, when I went here, let me go here pipeline. When I did, right, it will clone the file total folder. It will keep in the, will go here. Why something maybe issue. You will get a total workspace folder. Here you will get in workspace. In the workspace, in that folder, it will look for one file called this file, Jenkins file. Automatically it will scan. When you give pipeline concept, if you give that from SEM, in the SEM for what file it will scan? Jenkins file automatically. In the Jenkins file, what will be there? Two types of syntax. One is the scripted one. Another is the declarative one. Now we are going with the declarative one. When you see, right, that pipeline kind of keyword like this, the pipeline, what will be? This is the starting you have to keep. And one more something called, what is this? Stages. You have to say like this. Okay. In the stage, you remember what was the stages we had added?
CA.
You have to give like this. You have to give like this. Sorry, something here you have to keep it. What was that? One more. Something Docker build. This is the one stage. Pipeline is the combination of stages. This is the one stage. Here you will be giving the commands. You have to keep it like this. One more. Let's go here. Can you guys tell me what are the commands?
Yes.
Docker build.
Yeah. AWS, ECR, get
ECR.
login,
Login.
Docker
Docker
build.
build. Next,
Docker push.
Docker push. This is the one stage. Next, one more stage you need, right? One more stage, if you remember. Stage.
Yes.
This is the one.
Deployment.
CD.
Can you
CD.
get here? Yeah. Next. Next.
AWS, AKS.
EKS update.
EKS get config.
Config. Helm upgrade or kubectl apply.
That you remember we are using one command, na?
SID, yeah, SCD.
This is very important. Otherwise,
Yeah.
which image will go, you don't know, right? SCD update.
Acni.
I'm giving syntax, okay? Update image in deployment time. Next, kubectl apply.
kubectl or
This is the one stage. One stage. Next, what is the other stage? And one more stage.
Validate.
Stage. Now, validate. Why I'm writing is, I have seen majority interview questions. They'll ask you to share your screen. Write a simple pipeline. What are you doing in your environment? CI/CD. They'll ask you at least some snippet. You can give, this is enough for us. This kind of snippet is enough for us. You open the keyword, put like, we have a Jenkins file like this model, like this Jenkins file model. Pipeline stages, we have one build stage, one deployment stage, another is for validate. For other environments, you will take in the, this is for dev. Stage and all, same, you will take some parameter here. In the parameter, you will not have these sections. Only what sections you will have? Deployment. This, that also will come from which file? Jenkins file. That we will create a separate stage Jenkins file. Pre-prod Jenkins file, production Jenkins file. You can have a separate Jenkins file. Every environment you can have it. No, validate it. Keeps it. Okay. Now, you see, right? This is bit complex, na? the syntax bit complex, right? If you write an ML, na, same you can write easily like this. Let me show you. Where was this guy? Saying commands, whatever you are doing, right? This I'm not getting exactly one simple immediate ML. Not getting, otherwise I could have shown the easy. Yeah, this is the one exactly. Yeah. Now, writing this kind of pipeline in the Jenkins, or writing this is the one ML. This is the ML. This kind of ML will be used by whom? Which tools? GitHub Actions, GitLab Bundle. So now you know, right? The people are going. This is little programmatic. If you get an error, right, you will get little stuck. Cool. So what I was telling is, when you making a CI/CD, don't give the commands inside the Jenkins. Create a separate kind of file outside. You write some kind of scripted or declarative pipeline kind of thought, this kind of thought. Give this file into SCM. Give that file to Jenkins. Whenever Jenkins takes that SCM URL, automatically it will scan for this file based upon the you had given in this configuration. You go here, right? Go here. Configure. Here, it will scan for this file. In this file, you will have a stages. The steps automatically it will show you that kind of syntax. Now let me take one thing. One sample one. We'll get immediate one guy. On top of that, I'll prepare new item. Sample pipeline. Take this pipeline. Okay. Go for pipeline section. This tool has a good some samples you will get, and then you can generate also this kind of syntax. There are the one tool is there. You can generate with this tool. What steps you want to do, you can generate here also some kind of. In the olden days, we used to generate what you want to do, git push, git clone, blah blah. This whatever because this has its own language like Terraform. So we were not familiarized. We will take this kind of help. We copy that into our pipeline. We used to do like that. Now let's go here. Simple one. Try sample pipeline. Load. Let's see. This is the guy. Like now you copy paste. This is the one. Let me prepare here itself. Test statement. Select Jenkins file. Here. Pipeline. This is very important. Where you want to run these steps. You remember whatever the commands I had given in the Jenkins, where they are running currently behind. You are giving in the UI. You are giving the commands in the UI. Behind where these commands will be running. Guys, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Where they will be running behind, in where?
Crystal Jenkins.
Which user?
Jenkins user.
Keep that, because I need that keywords. I need little further more. That's where I'm targeting. Behind, this is SaaS is easy, but behind what is happening, I need that keywords. With the Jenkins user, you should have all these tools installed here. All these tools should get installed. Now let me copy paste. I'll copy paste a little syntax here. This guy, some kind of syntax, nonsense syntax here. Copy paste. We have to follow little. This is bit touch also. You can say that this is which you can say that. What was that, man? Docker build. Let's keep it. And this I'll make it something called greatest deploy. This I'll say, for example, so I'll say that validate. What's validate? Okay. Here I will give my command. kubectl get PO-A. Here I will apply kubectl apply. Kubectl apply -a. Before that, I need to go to that CD folder, right? Something CD something folder. Na? That I will prepare. That I will prepare. Just observe here. See, all are little complex, right? The syntax, blah blah something. Now, for now, just I'll keep this command here itself, and here I'll keep something simple command sudo docker images something. Yesterday, where you have given these commands inside the Jenkins, what are the drawbacks is you don't have a track of mechanism, and that is not the simple funda. We are calling it as a DevOps. DevOps in the sense everything has to come from the code itself, like Terraform, Kubernetes YAMLs. Same way, I am making my CI/CD steps also from the code itself. What is the file? This Jenkins file. The Jenkins file. Let's keep this file. Check out this file. Write this file. I'm sorry. Push this file to SCM. Stages. How many stages you have here? Like this.
Three.
Docker build, deploy, validate. You will give this file to whom now? Jenkins. Jenkins automatically will scan this file. Let's push this file. Pipeline. Yes. Automatically it will scan this file. Keep this keyword automatically. Jenkins will scan for which file? If you go with the pipeline concept, Jenkins file. Right now we have this naming convention. Let me give this name there in my pipeline. Pipeline script from here. I'll give my SCM URL. Let me create here. One more pipeline I'm creating it. Go here. Very important. Branch also. What is the file we had right now? We'll modify this file also. We'll go with this file. Let's see. Name this file. Scan for this file in the SCM. Now, did we make any commands here? No. Everything is coming from where? From the code. My CI/CD steps also. When this pipeline, what it does, please listen this, automatically will scan for Jenkins file. Automatically it will scan for it. Because you told, right? Scan for this file. Right? Save. Build now. Syntax error. Sudo. Why? kubectl sudo. Some way you see right behind it is using which language? Behind Groovy. Now let's modify that thing. Let me keep it the same way. I need to add prepend one keyword, I think, sh. Let's keep it like this, sh. Let's see, sh. You have to say that I'm running a shell command something. Let's keep it here as well. Yes. Now, in future, my Jenkins job gets delayed also. I can say that create a pipeline, get the code from where? SCM. My commands are here, everything. Sudo docker images, it should work. Let's see. Sync changes. Git add, git commit, git push. Build now. You will get a good one kind of GUI model here. Like whatever the stages you have, right? The Docker build, something, deploy, validate, you will get a good GUI. Nice stages presentation. You will get a very good presentation. Let's go here. This guy. We enabled that webhook feature, right? So other pipelines also getting triggered. Oh, full code artifact deployed to Apache. How many jobs are running parallelly? Guys, can you guys see how many jobs are running
Two.
parallel?
Two
Here.
are.
No. Here.
Yeah, three.
3. So because of why this executor we increase, right? 10 executors we increase it. If
Right.
in executors increase, do you remember I told now one thing? One is very important. What do you need?
We have agents.
Agents you need, and one more. For that EC2, you need more resources.
Right.
CPU, memory. Otherwise, I cannot click also. It is not allowing me to click. Let's click on it. Let's see how much CPU usage for the TCT mission. Let me see that TCT. So what I was telling you that my objective was not nowadays, the industry is going towards the pattern. CI/CD also coming from the code itself. That can be declarative, that can be the programmatic. So people are going towards the declarative because that is more delivery. One of the best tools for the declarative is Jenkins also good, whatever we went, right? But that need more syntax related things and all. That's where people are going towards for CI/CD related GitHub Actions or GitLab CI/CD. Same, whatever you have written the steps, you will write in the YAML. That YAML will be scanned by automatically the tools. Like Jenkins is scanning, right? Automatically Jenkins file. The tools also will scan that automatically YAML. In the YAML, you will have commands. That commands will get executed automatically. Now let's see, go back. How much CPU usage? How can I check how much CPU usage is being used? Where is my Jenkins? We kept Jenkins in other location, is it? We're accessing vice versa. Let's see. Where is our Jenkins? Yeah. You see here, cluster is on one location, we're accessing from other location. That can be because the API server endpoint is public. So we took the advantage. Copy this. No, I want to see the resources. Go here, monitoring. You see here, these are my Jenkins is slow. Enlarge. Jenkins is slow because I was not able to click. How much CPU usage? 30. This is what you are seeing on the screen, right? That is 5 minutes delay. You can immediately just. Whatever you are seeing on the screen, right? That is 5 minutes delay by default because there is no detailed monitoring enabled. 5 minutes delay. Now, yeah, jobs got over. Our jobs got over. Let's go to this UI. Oh my gosh, I could have increased the resources. I want to flip to immediately to the agents. Why is slow? What type of family we went? Where I can see that info? Data micro. We are bombarding the server. After some time, this may fail. I have seen the use cases. If you bombard that CPU usage, right, this will fail. Instance data checks will fail. Either you need to restart, release that resources. Other option, only one is you need to scale up this one family to another family type. This is not able to access it. So can you guys help me here with these keywords? Why we need Jenkins file? Guys,
Yeah, we need Jenkins for the automate CI/CD.
Instead of giving the commands inside the Jenkins jobs, we are making CI/CD as a code.
Right.
Only CI/CD code, like anything you can give it in the Jenkins, not only for Kubernetes only. Whatever the commands I'm giving inside the Jenkins, instead of Jenkins, I'm writing in the Jenkins file. This
Yeah.
file will go from the SCM now. Next time onwards, if someone modifies the file, you can track it here, right? Now go to, you remember, I have modified, right? File, couple of times I have modified it here. Let's go here. Let's switch to your feature branch. I can go to this file, I can see here. There was a test file here. Can click history, something. I can see like what and all modified here. So who modified here? Everything you can get added right here. Now, so, and that is the one thing. And in future, something Jenkins get corrupted or blah, blah. I want to create the jobs again. The commands, everything you had given all are lost. Now, from where everything is coming? The CI/CD
SCM.
also. It is coming from the code itself. In future, you no need to touch at all the Jenkins. Modify here anything, push the code, run the pipeline. So that automatically the steps will get executed. So, oh my gosh, this is too slow. One approach is, that is the one, why we need the Jenkins file. Was coming as code now. They use a keyword called, listen this keyword, GitOps. GitOps. Let me tell you, how did you create the infrastructure? What is the tool?
Terraform.
Terraform.
Infrastructure.
Terraform. How did you deploy to the Kubernetes? What files?
YAML files.
YAML files, nice. Next, for CI/CD commands, in which file you are giving?
Jenkins files.
Jenkins file.
Did we touch anywhere log into the server, SSH to something? If you go with this approach,
No.
No.
everything is coming from where?
Jenkins automation.
Code.
Code.
Oh, right.
Code.
CI/CD steps can be Jenkins file, or YAML, deployment or YAML, infrastructure as, that is called GitOps. Everything is tracked via what? Git. Let's say, for example, if someone wanted restart of the Kubernetes, what you will do? You will write simple command in a one stage or somewhere in the YAML, that you will give it to the SCM. From SCM only everything is coming. Nowadays, they may ask you this kind of question. Are you following the GitOps strategy? GitOps strategy is nothing but don't touch anything in the behind. Everything has to come from the SCM. This is the GitOps approach. You can add this keyword in your resume, GitOps keyword. You can say that, as you guys telling now, Terraform IAC, deployment YAML, and the CI/CD with this kind of declarative, the YAML approach or the Jenkins file approach. That is what. Guys, I'll pass it here. My objective was, this is the one, the Jenkins. I wanted to add this guy's agents. And these agents also will create with the Terraform. That jobs also we will do from the Terraform only. That is what my next objective. We'll pause it here. Thank you, guys.